Hello friends, welcome to your own channel Noiseless Investment. Here we try to decode a company based on the fundamentals and get to know if the company is worth our investment or not. Please note I am not a SEBI registered advisor and these are my personal views based on the fundamentals of a stock. In case you like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the useful information on a regular basis. So now today we are going to do a fundamental analysis of HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. So this is the website of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. You can go through this website and get to know more information about this company. So let's now move on to the fundamentals of HAL, and then we see that the current market price of this stock is 3,641 and it fell by minus 3.19%. If we look into the market cap of this company, it is 1,21,630 crores. Stock PE is 20.9 and the industry PE is 29.2. Now the ROCE, if we look into the ROCE, then the average ROCE for 10 years is 26.5, average ROCE for 5 years is 28.1, and the average ROCE for 3 years is 29.2. And for this year the average ROCE was 30.6. Similarly, which is extremely good about this company. So they are maintaining the ROCE above 25% and this is good. If we look into the ROE, then we find that it is consistently maintaining the ROE above 20% mark, which is very good about this company. If we look into the dividend yield is more than 1.37%. This is good about this company. The face value is 10. The dividend yield is calculated based on the face value. Please remember this. The debt on the company is 0. The company is absolutely debt free, and the interest coverage ratio is 113. So it will be able to pay off its interest, whatever may be there. It will be easily able to pay that. If we look into the current ratio, it is 1.68, which specifies that the management is working very efficiently. If we look into the promoters holding, it is 71.6, which is a very good thing. The changes in promoters holding is minus 3.5. They had to come up with the OFS and they had to reduce down the sales, the stakes, because it is mandatory to maintain a level below 75% or till 75%. So now if we look into the FII's holding, it is 9.07% and the changes in FII's holding is 1.93%. The DII's holding is 13.9% and they have increased their holding in this company. So all in all, if we look into this company, then around 92% of the company's holding is in good hands, like in the strong hands, and rest of the stocks is in the hands of the general public, the weak hands, that is called in the financial terms. Now if we look into the pledged percentage, then it is not none of the stock is pledged. And if we look into the sales growth, it is 9.37, the profit growth is 14.3. and if we look into this specifies the profit growth CAGR and this specifies the sales growth CAGR. So CAGR specifies how much time it will take for your investment to double out. You just have to divide that by 72. Okay, now and you will get the results that will be in number of years. So if we look into the EPS, then it is 174, which specifies that each stock of HAL is creating 174 rupees for you in an year. Now the sales growth for 5 years was 7.7% and the sales growth for 3 years was 7.88%. So there is an increase in last 3 years and there is an increase in this year. So the graph for the sales growth is ogive, and if we look into the profit growth, then even the graph is for the profit growth, the graph is not ogive, but they have profit growth for 5 years is less than profit growth for 3 years, which is good. But profit growth for this year was 14.3%, and there was a profit quarter on quarter profit growth was reduced by this much percentage. But anyway, since the profit growth is in positive numbers, so then that makes a stock a good one. Now if we look into the operating profit margin, it is 24.7, which is good. And if we look into the operating profit margin last year, it is 24.4, and if we look into the previous quarter, it was 17.4, and the latest quarter was 26. So this is the current operating profit margin for the year. If we look into the number of shares, it is 33.4 crores shares are there. And if we look into the PEG ratio, it is 0.87. So the company has got immense potential to actually grow. The price earning growth ratio is quite good over here. It is less than 1. So if we look into the quick ratio, it is 1.29, which is extremely good. If we look into the ROIC, it is 20.1%, which specifies that what exactly is the return on invested capitals of yours. So it is generating 20.1% every year. If we look into the Altman Z score, it is 4.49, which is good. If we look into the Piotrowski score, it is 7, which specifies above average financials. If we look into the return over 1 month, then it is 21.3%. Return over 1 week is minus 5.31, and the return over 1 day is minus 3.19. So they will be coming up with the stock split in July, and the date that they have when the meeting will happen, I'll just specify it to you that so here if we look into the beta is 0.98, and if we look into the corporate actions, then the stock split date, so they have decided stock split will happen on, the meeting regarding this will happen on 27, or the stock may be split on 27th of June 2023. Okay. Now if we look into the HAL chart structure, before moving on to the chart structure, let's look into the fundamentals score of this company. So the stock score is 9 out of 10, which makes this a very desirable stock. The earning is 7, fundamentals is 7, relative valuation is 3, risk is 9, and price momentum is 10. Now let's move on to the chart structure for this. Then you see that the stock moved till 3941, and now it is retracing back. The volume is high, the RSI is low, and the MACD line is about to cross this line. So, and but however, it is like an inclined graph only, so it is moving in this directions. So as of now, the company the stock seems to be moving downwards, and RSI has also touched 61. There was a news today that it will be collaborating. Then an MOU was signed between HAL and GE. So this was a great news about this company today. Now let's move on to the fair value for the stock. So the fair value for this stock is coming out to be 3,856. So there is an upside of 5.9%, and the uncertainty is medium. The spread can be between 3,259 and 4,233. Now these are the pros and cons of this company. You can go through this at your own free time and get to know more about this company. That's it for now. In case you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get the useful information on a regular basis. Your efforts will, it takes a lot of efforts to actually create these videos, and you can always show the sign by praising this one. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time.